The people of South America have a strong work ethic and want to provide for their families. Unfortunately, the harsh economic conditions create challenges for self-sufficiency and employment in the region. Even the most educated people often struggle to find work. William Booth maintains that giving a man work, along with meeting his basic needs, are the keys to getting him back on his feet. In this edition of Into the World, we'll look at programs created by the South America West Territory that promote self-sufficiency for those in need, as well as provide income to help sustain the Army's efforts. A key element in stopping the cycle of poverty, addiction, and economic and social depression is education. The Salvation Army operates 12 highly regarded schools for children 6 to 18 throughout the territory. Top quality professors, facilities, and curriculum that include general education courses as well as advanced science and technical training provide an excellent education. That responsibility, combined with a dedication to the welfare of its students, allows Army schools to provide future generations with the helping hand they need to overcome their circumstances. Another component to the Salvation Army's commitment to education is job skills training.
When you don't have a skill to offer, there's a lot of hopelessness, a sense of not having a future. So when you enable a young person to gain a skill that they know is marketable for their local economy, it produces, first of all, the hope of a brighter future. It also gives them greater self-esteem, helps them grow as a person to know that they can contribute something that's valuable and that's going to enable them to also help take care of their family.
Chile is a country that's very rich in resources. Probably makes it fairly unique in South America in that sense, especially in the South America West Territory. So there's a great need to develop people who can utilize those resources.
En el Colegio Naciones Unidas, perteneciente al Ejército de Salvación,
At the Salvation Army United Nations Technical School, we teach students fish cultivation. This program prepares them both from a theoretical and practical standpoint for taking jobs in the local fishing industry. Here at the Research Center, we study the cultivation of shellfish, fish, seaweed in particular. These are the major sources of income for this southern region of Chile.
In Quito, Ecuador, a Salvation Army-run clothing factory provides education and job skills training to local women. The factory sustains itself through contracts with local schools, military, and private companies to produce uniforms and other garments. The training courses allow women to learn valuable skills while gaining experience in a real work environment. Upon successfully completing their training, some women continue working in the Army's clothing factory. Others will use their certificate of graduation to find jobs with local businesses. Often, it's not work skills that are lacking, but the resources to get started towards self-sufficiency. A perfect example of a Salvation Army support project can be found outside La Paz in Altiplano, Bolivia. Because of harsh geographic conditions, it's nearly impossible to grow food in this region.
The ground is very hard and it's not very fertile. Then there's just a small opportunity within the season for there to be an opportunity to grow vegetables.
The Salvation Army met with local leaders and devised a plan to construct greenhouses.
And it was very exciting to just see how the community was involved with the support that they received from the Salvation Army.
The communities built the structures themselves. Made from adobe brick, each enclosure is shared and maintained by 3 to 4 families who are able to grow their own fruits and vegetables.
This would provide nutrition for their family, as well as they were able to sell some of the produce to people in the community to help support the education for their own children.
Whether through education, job skills training, or project support, the Salvation Army in the South America West Territory is reaching out to provide those in need the dignity that comes with work and self-sufficiency.
Well, my wife and I had 6 years that we served in Chile, and during that time we were able to see the gaps between those who are well off and those who are really quite poor. And what we were trying to do was to enable people to get the skills necessary to better their situation physically and socially.
Next week, we'll wrap up our series on the South America West Territory with a look at some of the ministries and people carrying on the legacy set forth by William Booth more than a century ago.